Hey everyone, it's Phoebe. I hope you're all safe and well. I have of course got my gorgeous little poggin with me, Jackson Boo Boo. He's right here next to me, so I hope he doesn't snuffle too much. He's just absolutely adorable with such a funny little character. When he's been naughty, I never ever raise my voice to him, but I say to him, "Have you been naughty?" And he jumps up on the sofa and he puts his head underneath one of the cushions and he lies as still can be, like a statue. So still. And it's almost like if he can't see me or anything else because his head is under the cushion, I think he thinks that I can't see him. It's so funny to watch. Bless his little heart. Look at him. He's gorgeous, isn't he? So, talking of dogs, dogs are the theme to today's video. Mostly we're going to be talking about cadaver dogs because I disagree with AD's theory that no one died in the Watts house during the early hours of the 13th of August 2018. Now, AD has based his theory on the fact that the dogs told him, the cadaver dogs told him, and the dog handlers told him that no one died in the house. He doesn't have any other reasons, no other explanation, or certainly no evidence. Goodness me, that would be a bit too much to ask for, wouldn't it? To have some actual hard evidence that he's researched. So I disagree with this theory for a few reasons. Some of them are medical, due to my background as a registered nurse. But one of my other reasons for disagreeing is that when I worked in the police force, I did get the opportunity to work with cadaver dogs, and also mostly, I'll be honest, with drug detection dogs, but also, yeah, with cadaver dogs and their handlers. We used to call them victim detection dogs, and they only have one handler. AD said that it's a two-man job, but no, AD, and Kevin agreed, of course, but no, AD, it's not a two-man job. They only have one handler, and they have a very special bond with their one handler, and that is a big part of how good they are at their job of detection, is the relationship that they have with their handler. And I know that cadaver dogs don't always get it right. I'm not saying they don't have any value at all. I'm just saying that they don't always get it right. Now, I do know that there were 3 dogs in the Watts house, not just the one, but I'm going to give you the perspective of a gentleman called Mr. Tim Miller, who is the founder and director of Texas Equusearch. Now, Gray Hughes a few weeks ago did an amazing interview with Tim Miller, and Tim did discuss his experiences with cadaver dogs. So I wanted to give you the opportunity to listen to a couple of minutes of that interview so that you can hear all about Mr. Miller's experiences with cadaver dogs. And it will just show you that they do get it wrong sometimes. Now, Gray has very kindly given me permission to use the clips from his interview, but I would really encourage you to go over and have a little look at Gray's channel and definitely listen to the rest of the interview. It's 52 minutes in total, but well worth the listen. It's absolutely fascinating. Well, I found it fascinating anyway, so I'll leave the link in the description field below this video, just in case you did want to take a listen. Now, I know Gray isn't everyone's cup of tea, and I know he won't mind me saying that either, because Gray himself knows that he's not everyone's cup of tea, but personally, I really enjoy his channel. It's all true crime, 100% based on facts, no fabrication, and certainly no make it up as you go along eclation. So thank you, Gray. I really appreciate your kindness. Now, Tim Miller and Texas Equusearch have actually found 400 missing people who were found alive and 238 people who had tragically passed away, and they located their bodies or their remains. And I'm sure that the families of those people were extremely grateful. So let's just dive on in now to the interview, courtesy of Gray Hughes, with Mr. Tim Miller, founder and director of Texas Equusearch.
The biggest problem that happened then is, I can say I was standing up top of her body. I mean, that's how good it was concealed. But then they brought in that cadaver dog.
Mm-hmm.
They put that cadaver dog around that pile. That cadaver dog walked all around there and did not alert on a thing. And then the cadaver dog went down to the river and alerted on a rock down at the river. So then that's when the investigator said, all right, well, now we know he threw her in the river, and then he just burnt the evidence over there. So, everybody started focusing on this damn stupid-ass cadaver dog.
Yeah.
And dog people hate me, and that's okay. But I will guarantee you we have found at least 30 bodies that cadaver dogs were almost on top of and missed. And I'll guarantee you we probably dug at least 30 holes where cadaver dogs alerted, and there was nothing there. So when these hillbillies go ahead and put all their faith in one dog, well, that's what screwed up everything, because if we would have concentrated on that area more, I don't think it would have been a week later.
Yeah.
But no, the cadaver dog threw everything off in that case. So, it's...
Jeez, that's crazy. I mean, I often question that too, sometimes on my show, just about they alert, but does that always mean that they alerted on anything? I mean, it's because it doesn't seem like sometimes they alert on things and there's nothing there at all, just like you just said.
Well, it's been there. I mean, we've had cadaver dogs literally on top of bodies, and a dog handler came out and says, you know what, you're in the wrong spot. We put both dogs out there. We found one cow bone. We put both dogs on it. Neither dog alerted. We go out there doing a search, and what they thought was a cow bone and the victim's knee sticking out of the ground. And I promise you that is 100% true on Kenneth Cummings' case that we worked.
So there we have it, Mr. Tim Miller giving us his personal experience of working with cadaver dogs. They don't always get it right, do they? Again, I'm not saying there's absolutely no value to the search and rescue dogs, cadaver dogs, drug sniffing dogs, all kinds of dogs. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that they do get it wrong sometimes. So my message to Armchair Detective would be, don't put all your eggs in one basket and state that no one died in the Watts home that morning purely based on the search of the cadaver dogs.
I will guarantee you we have found at least 30 bodies that cadaver dogs were almost on top of and missed. And I'll guarantee you we probably dug at least 30 holes where cadaver dogs alerted, and there was nothing there.
Okay guys, I'm going to leave it there for now, but I have made a longer video about this subject, but it gives a lot more detail as to the tragic circumstances of how Texas Equusearch was born, really, due to the loss of Mr. Tim Miller's daughter, Laura. So I will upload that video a little later on this evening. Oops. So I should say bye-bye for now. Take very good care of yourselves. I love you lots, and I shall speak to you again very, very soon. Bye-bye.